It's happening! Maxx Crosby to the 49ers? 49ers faithful, this could be the move that changes everything. There are strong reports circulating that Maxx Crosby could be on his way to the San Francisco 49ers. And if this gets confirmed, we're talking about one of the biggest defensive additions in franchise history. Let's take a step back. Maxx Crosby isn't just a good pass rusher. He's one of the most relentless defensive players in the NFL. High motor, elite pressure rate, double-digit sack production, a tone setter, the kind of defender that changes how offenses prepare all week. For years, he has been the heart of the Las Vegas Raiders defense. But if the Raiders are entering a retooling phase, and if Crosby is looking to compete immediately for a championship, San Francisco makes perfect sense. Now, imagine this defensive front. Crosby off the edge, Nick Bosa on the other side, wave after wave of pressure. That's not just good, that's terrifying. The 49ers have always built their identity through dominant defensive line play. When they reach Super Bowl level, it's because quarterbacks can't breathe against them. Adding Crosby would instantly restore that fear factor across the NFC. And here's the bigger picture. The 49ers are in win-now mode. Their Super Bowl window is open. When an elite, prime-aged pass rusher becomes available, this front office has shown it's willing to be aggressive. If this move becomes official, it sends a message to the entire league. San Francisco isn't rebuilding, they're reloading, and they're going all in. Faithful, if Maxx Crosby is truly heading to the Bay, this defense might become the most dominant unit in football. Are we looking at the best defensive line in the NFL? Drop your reaction below, because if this confirmation is real, the NFC just got put on notice. Breaking 49ers news. A turning point on the O-line? The San Francisco 49ers find themselves at a crossroads this offseason, and it revolves around one of the most dominant offensive linemen in the NFL. Five-time All-Pro left tackle Trent Williams, one of the pillars of this franchise's offensive front, could be on his way out if contract negotiations don't reach common ground. Williams, now 37 and heading into what would be his age 38 season, still plays at an elite level, earning Pro Bowl honors and anchoring a unit that's been critical to the 49ers' success. But that excellence comes with a hefty price tag. Roughly $39 million in cap space is projected for the tackle's 2026 contract. According to reports via ESPN insider Adam Schefter, the 49ers and Williams have been struggling to agree on a restructured deal that eases the financial burden while keeping him in San Francisco. If they cannot bridge the gap, the team is said to be prepared to release him, possibly making him one of the biggest names on the open market this offseason. From a purely financial standpoint, cutting Williams outright this spring would only save a modest amount in cap space, but designating the release as a post-June 1 move could free up significant room to address other roster needs. This is a major moment for the 49ers. Do you prioritize cap flexibility and potential youth up front, or do you keep a future Hall of Fame talent protecting your franchise quarterback? Trent Williams' future and the 49ers' identity on the offensive line might be about to change dramatically. Now just listen to this crazy rumor. Stafford is interested in the 49ers, and Mac Jones is the key to it all. 49ers faithful, this might be the biggest quarterback storyline of the offseason, and it involves a division rival. Let's start in Los Angeles. There have been growing reports of tension between Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams regarding long-term security and contract structure. Stafford is 38. He's battled injuries. He's already delivered a Super Bowl. At this stage of his career, he doesn't want uncertainty. He wants commitment and another real shot at a ring. And here's where things get interesting.
According to league chatter, Stafford has privately expressed that if his situation in LA were to collapse, and if the right opportunity opened up, he would have strong interest in joining the San Francisco 49ers. Yes, the 49ers, a roster built to win now, an elite offensive system, a championship-caliber defense. From a competitive standpoint, it makes sense. But there's one major factor that could determine whether this scenario becomes realistic: Mac Jones. Right now, Mac Jones sits in that quarterback room as depth and insurance. But if the 49ers front office decides they need a higher ceiling, if they decide solid isn't enough, then Jones could be the domino that starts everything. If Mac Jones is traded, if he's released, if the team simply chooses to move in another direction, that creates the opening. And reportedly, that's the kind of opening Stafford would monitor closely. Think about the implications. A veteran potentially frustrated in Los Angeles, a Super Bowl-ready team in San Francisco, a quarterback room that could be reshaped if Mac Jones exits. The 49ers have never been afraid to make bold quarterback decisions. If they believe a motivated, championship-tested veteran gives them the best chance to win right now, they would absolutely explore it. And let's be honest, Stafford and Shanahan's system, with these weapons, in a must-win window, that's not just a rumor, that's a power shift in the NFC West. Now, nothing is official, there's no signed contract, but when you connect the dots, Stafford's reported dissatisfaction, his alleged interest in San Francisco, and the uncertain future of Mac Jones, this is a storyline that cannot be ignored. Faithful, if moving on from Mac Jones meant landing Matthew Stafford, would you do it? Because if Stafford truly has his eye on the Bay, this offseason could explode. And for the end, what trades should we make to win the Super Bowl? The San Francisco 49ers are in win-now mode. This is not a rebuilding team. This is not a development year. This roster is built to compete for a Super Bowl right now. But let's be honest, we're close. Very close. Yet not quite over the top. So the real question is, what trades should the 49ers make to finally secure that Lombardi trophy? Do we go aggressive and trade for a proven veteran pass rusher to dominate the trenches? Do we target a lockdown corner to solidify the secondary in big playoff moments? Do we make a shocking move at quarterback if the right elite veteran becomes available? Or do we flip mid-round draft picks for experienced depth pieces that push us over the edge in January? Championship windows in the NFL don't stay open forever. The 49ers have elite talent, elite coaching, and a front office that isn't afraid to make bold moves. But bold moves cost draft capital, they cost cap space, they cost future flexibility. So let me ask you directly. If you were the GM of the 49ers today, who are you calling? What position are you upgrading? Are you trading a first-round pick for a superstar? Or are you making smaller, smarter moves for depth and balance? Because the NFC is not getting weaker. The road to the Super Bowl only gets tougher. This might be the offseason where one trade changes everything. So drop your trade ideas in the comments. Go big. Go realistic. Go bold. Let's build a championship roster together. Faithful, what move gets us over the top? My name is Chris. That's all for now. Thanks for watching.